Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. A very good afternoon to you wherever you are on the globe, especially on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. This is Salon's blog. Yes, we are right here once again with exclusives. This time around, it's been a while we talk about you. It's been a long time we gave you a shout out. I think the whole of yesterday, there was no shout out. So today, this afternoon, for your lunch, I am starting on a big shout out to those of you that kept waiting for me all this while. Yes, my good friends in Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia, you are highly welcome. And I will start on a shout out with my big brother, Chris Williams. Chris Williams, Omo, EPL, England, and coaches really hate Chelsea. This is coming from my own man, my personal person. Chris Williams, he says, Omo, EPL, England, and coaches really hate Chelsea. That goal, Palmer first goal, is a clear goal. But they decided to rule it out, all in the name of offside. But instead they give Newcastle their goal, knowing full well that it is offside. Talking about Chelsea Newcastle last Sunday. Yeah, the first goal, Cole Palmer, that was ruled out. Chris Williams talking about that. It's true. To be honest, I watched that goal over and over again. Over and over and over. It was a clear-cut goal, but it is what it is. The good news is that we still won the game. Yes, we still won it. It would have been 3-1. We still won it 2-1. So it is what it is, dear friend Chris Williams. Yeah. All right. The next one is Abba Francis. Hey, big shout out to you, Chris Williams. Very good evening to you. Remember, tomorrow is Chelsea Newcastle again. We are meeting them again tomorrow, EFL Cup. And that is a preparation we are having right now as we speak. Yeah, our coach is expected to speak this afternoon, late afternoon. I'm here to get a report when he'll be live, and I'll be right there to give you every detail, verbatim, everything that the coach has to say. But quickly, Abba Francis says, Mr. Selon, yesterday's game was not the best play of Chelsea, but thank God we won. Yes, the game wasn't the best due to the tactical changes that Maresca made. Yeah, moving Palmer to the left side of the attack, and Reece James plays left center back. You know, those few changes. It wasn't the best of games, but we still won. That is the most important thing. Big shout out to you, Abba Francis Abba. The next one says, Up Blue for Life, coming from Dami Razak. Big shout out to you out there. All right. This one coming from Sheku Mara. Sheku Mara said, thank you. He said, thanks very much, bro, for giving us update. God bless you, Sheku Mara from Celerion, Freetown City. Sheku Mara from Celerion, Freetown City. Big shout out to you. Have a very great afternoon. Yes. Sadiq Adeleke Sadiq, my man. Sadiq Adeleke Sadiq says, kudos to you. Good analysis. Much love. Kudos to you, good analysis, much love. Thank you so much. You watched the analysis, right? I appreciate. Big shout out to you, Sadiq Adeleke Sadiq. The next one says, Mr. Sellons, I so much love Jackson. Apart from Haaland, I will choose Jackson over all the strikers at the EPL. The guy is very good. Kudos to the boys for yesterday's match. That's 3 points. That 3 point is important. With a heart emoji. Big shout out to you. Your name is Ugo. Your full name is not here. Please let me have your full name and where you are watching us from. Big shout out to you guys all out there. Scott says, you know that Man United are scared of the Blues. I'm Scott from Rivers State, Nigeria. The award has been rigged. I think so. Well, Man United, for them to change the code, definitely know that if Eric Ten Hag is still in charge, Chelsea will definitely beat them hands down. So they have to do something, you know. Right now, I believe the players themselves, they will be ginger up. They would like to come out to prove a point, yeah, against Chelsea. But don't forget, they also have a game tomorrow against, in EFL Cup tomorrow. And that probably will be their warm-up to face Chelsea. Scott, big shout out to you, Scott. And the award issue, when it comes to the award, let the truth be told. The Ballon d'Or, right? Let the truth be told. Personally, I think Rodri deserves it. Vinicius Jr., he played good football, but his character on the field of play, sometimes it is not good. If you are given if you want to receive such an award, your attitude on the field of play matters a lot. They can't give such an award to somebody who is like a hooligan on the field of play. Character is very important in any trade. Your character. You watch every game that Real Madrid plays. Almost every game, he always have an issue with a player, a fan, or a referee. Almost every of his games, you will see him pushing another player. You will still every time we can't award such a person. And those things are things that journalists, the one people who voted, they watch all those things. Your character matters. Go out and look at Messi. How many times do you see Ronaldo fighting another player, pushing the player, kicking the player? No, hardly. So he needs to learn. It is what it is. For me, Rodri deserves it. The best midfielder in the world right now, Rodri. Manchester City. Yeah. So that is it. It is what it is. Big shout out to you out there. All right, the next one again from Scott says, so will Manchester United are this so afraid to face Chelsea under Eric Ten Hag? All right. Yeah, now you think Manchester United will Manchester. Okay. Big shout out to once again Chris Williams. All right. The next one says, good morning, sir. Seriously, I'm not happy with Manchester United for the sack of Eric. At least they would have leave him to play Chelsea first. I'm Emmanuel from Nigeria. All Chelsea fans, we really wanted Eric Ten Hag to stay and face Chelsea. Now they sack him. So we need to prepare for the game against Manchester United next weekend. Yeah. Well, look, against Man U, Chelsea is still going to win. Don't worry. Big shout out to you, Emmanuel from Nigeria. All right. The last three before I go to my main issues of the day. Yes. What is this? MMFC. I'm not too sure, but the face look familiar. It says Palmer at number 25 is a big joke. Yes, Cole Palmer at number 25 in the world is a big joke indeed. How can Yamal be higher than Cole Palmer? What did Yamal won last season? What did he win last season? Cole Palmer won almost everything there is to win last season in the EPL. If he went to the Euros, still scored a goal in Euros finals. But they placed him on number 25. That is a big joke indeed. Anyway, big shout out to my brother. The next one, Francis Abba says, enough of this partiality from FIFA. Many have been denied of this award even when they deserve it. It has always been on either Madrid or Barca, making Ballon d'Or La Liga awards. This award for me this season was touch, not and on point because Rodri deserve it from all he achieved since last year for both club and country compared to Vinicius. Francis from Lagos, Nigeria. I agree with you 110%. From what Rodri did for Manchester City and his national team, he deserves it. And the award seems to be like only if it's not Barca player, it's Real Madrid player. If it's not Barca player, only La Liga every time. This time around, finally, from the EPL. So thumbs up. I love it. I'm so excited. Even though it's Man City player that won it. Yes, it's good for the EPL. It is good for the EPL. Francis Abba, he again continues to say, Real Madrid players refused to attend the Ballon d'Or because it wasn't in their favor. Do Madrid think everything should be in their favor? No, it's only change that is permanent. Great to hear. Big shout out to you, my good friend Francis Francis. All right, quickly, let's get started. Before we go to some other news, we are continuing running from Chelsea. And I have a lot to talk about Manchester United once again. But before I get to that, we start with Chelsea. Very good afternoon to you once again. Let's get started on my boy, Nicolas Jackson. Dear friend, Jackson's goal against Newcastle wasn't an easy goal. Nicolas Jackson's goal against Newcastle, that goal with that pass, that through pass, that pass from Rodri that is slotted in, wasn't an easy goal. I have seen many people commented on that particular goal, and they are giving all the credit to Cole Palmer and Rodri. Cole Palmer, the pass from Cole Palmer to Rodri, and the cross from Rodri to Jackson. Dear friends, I need you to go back and watch that goal very clearly. Watch it very carefully. First and foremost, Cole Palmer's pass was an excellent pass, no doubt. First class. If there's anything like best pass in our world, it can be given to Cole. It should be given to Cole Palmer for that pass. The cross, the speed from Rodri, the sprint from him, beating the defender and crossing that ball to Jackson, indeed, is also not an easy sprint or speed. And crossing the ball. Then, coming to Jackson himself, the timing of the cross, and for Jackson to not hold himself, come on. A cross coming with a bit of pace. One touch finish could easily go horribly wrong. One touch finish could easily go horribly wrong. Last season, dear friends, he would have tried to control it first, but not this season. Last season, Jackson would have tried to control that ball first, but not this season. He's attempting first time finishes a lot more than usual. Right now, as we speak, his attempt of finishing finishes right now, it's far much better than last season. You see, he has also simplified his game outside the box. Jackson has simplified his game outside the box. No more unnecessary dribbling. Holding the ball too long and late releases or passes. No. He doesn't hold the ball for so long any longer. He doesn't dribble unnecessarily any longer. Now it's like straightforward, touch by touch. Every part of Jackson's game is more refined now. If we sign Jackson this season, dear friends, I don't think anyone will say he's raw. I don't think one of you will say he's raw. That's the jump he has made from last season. It's not because I always say good things about him. I love to watch players, follow them up day by day, and see their improvements. Dear friends, like I said earlier on, tomorrow's game is against Newcastle again. Chelsea, Newcastle. Some part of me is a bit, uncomfortable. It's like a rematch. And the rematch, it didn't take you up to a week. And you will have to expect fire from Newcastle tomorrow. Fire. Meanwhile, this is in their own home. We are going to their home to face them. Tomorrow, the head coach of Newcastle has spoken. And I'm bringing you that now. Eddie Howe, on facing Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, he said, we will pick a team to win the game. Chelsea are difficult opponents. I'm sure they will make changes. This is where the fact is. He said he's sure Chelsea will make changes. But with those changes, there will still be a very strong team. We are desperate to progress. He didn't say they are desperate to win. No. They are desperate to progress to the next stage of the Carabao Cup. And this is a cup game. Look, I'm not too sure the lineup that's going to be tomorrow. I will come with my lineup tomorrow, predicted lineup later tomorrow. But I would love to see one player in play, Badiashile. I think he has a key to lock the defense against Newcastle. Dear friends, I think Maresca has a key to lock them. And look, you see, it is an interesting one for that matter. Tomorrow's going to be very interesting. Another thing I would like to talk about quickly is our goalkeeping department. I'm not too sure tomorrow whether, I know Maresca might use Philip Jurgensen. I know it's very likely that Philip Jurgensen will be used tomorrow. But even if Sanchez is to be used, dear friends, no panic. You know why? It's admirable how Enzo Maresca supports Sanchez when he gets a kick right. Yes. When Sanchez gets any kick right, like passing from behind right, the way Maresca supports him. One of the criticisms of Robert Sanchez is his footwork. His footwork. It is not about stopping, he's very good in stopping, goal. He's a stop shotter. He's a shot stopper. That is the word. Against Newcastle, especially in the first half, he gave the ball away a lot. But one thing that his manager kept doing every time he interacted with him was giving him thumbs up to encourage him to keep going. Yes. And I admire that about Enzo Maresca. Dear friend. Well, now, let's get to Manchester United, and I'll be ending there. Our Sunday's game, dear friends, very good afternoon to you. I know you have your lunch. It's your lunch hour. I would not like to take much of your time, so I'm trying to rush it through quickly. Sunday's game against Manchester United, our referee, the center referee will be who? One and only Robert Jones. Robert Jones will be the referee at the center of the field. Robert Jones. And in the VAR room will be manned by Salisbury. Yes, Michael Salisbury will be in charge of VAR. Chelsea, Manchester United, or Manchester United, Chelsea, or coming weekend. Yes, Robert Jones will be the man that will be at the center of the pitch, and the VAR will be manned by Michael Salisbury. Quickly, let me conclude Manchester United and what is happening right now. We understand United are working to sign Amorim. We understand they are working hard to sign Amorim from Sporting Lisbon. But you see, Amorim is not much different from Eric Ten Hag, from my personal perspective and analysis. But he's a more stable manager who will find a way to make the best out of these Manchester United players immediately. He's that kind of a coach. So, they won't need to buy a lot or do much business in January transfer window. However, I don't think he will threaten the top teams. I don't think the strategy of Amorim can threaten the top teams right now in the EPL. No. Get it from me. Amorim is not much different from Eric Ten Hag. He is a stable manager who will find a way to make the best out of the current Manchester United players immediately. And I also want to point out, Manchester United will not need to rush to the market in January transfer window to buy players or to sell players. However, I also don't think he will be a threat to any top team right now in the EPL. His tactics are basic and predictable. Amorim's tactics are basic and predictable. Right now, as we speak, according to Fabrizio Romano, Ruben Amorim has given initial green light to Manchester United. He is keen on joining the club, accepting the project and the terms discussed. But Amorim respects Sporting. He respects the current club that he is in. And so it depends, all now depends on the club-to-club negotiations. Club-to-club negotiations. Exit clause for top clubs is around 10 million euros. Manchester United will have to settle Sporting around between 10 to 15 million euros, according to the report we are receiving. Now, Ruben Amorim's managerial record, quickly before I let you go this afternoon. Ruben Amorim's managerial record of club by club. Yes. Casapia 2018 to 2019, 4 games in charge, 3 wins, 1 loss, 75% win rate. Braga B club, Braga B, 2019, 11 games, 8 wins, 1 loss, 72.73% win rate. Yeah. Braga senior team, 2019-2020, 13 games in charge, 10 wins, 1 loss, 76.92% win rate. They now move to Sporting CP, 2020 to present, 2020 to present, 237 games, 170 wins, 33 losses, 71.73% win rate. Overall, Amorim has shown strong consistency with an impressive 72.39% win rate in total across his managerial career, making him notable candidate for Manchester United. That is his record, his managerial record club to club. Dear friends, Manchester United have presented a 3-year contract to Ruben Amorim with a salary of 7 to 8 million euro per year. Sporting have now lined up João Pereira to replace him. The deal is on, very likely to go through. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.